guys.
Hi.
Stumpy and Jeanette here. It is Tuesday morning. Stumpy just happened to get on vacation this week. And so we get to spend some time together doing the morning chores, feeding the animals, and we're going to talk about today, after we get these animals fed, the gift that keeps on giving, right?
Something like that.
And just give you an update on all of our animals, where our garden status is, and you're just gonna spend the morning with us. So we're gonna head out here and feed our animals, and then move on to the garden. So let's get out here and take care of these pigs. Okay. I'm mad. I'm mad. Look behind me let's see, can you see by the golf cart right back there? Right back there. And then right here, I need to go in and look. We have a predator. Dang it. Something has found my chickens. Crap. I don't see my ducks either. Let me get in here and see. Crud. This makes me angry. I put my stuff in a fence. Okay, let me get in here. Oh, I'm gonna be so sick. Okay, let me see. Okay, there's all my ducks. Let me count my chickens. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, wait. 1, 2, 3. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep. I've lost 2 chickens. Y'all are good. We're gonna have to do something about. Dadgummit. So I'm down to 12. Chickens. Okay, whatever it is, so there's my ducks. So whatever it is, took them that way. Now we have dogs, we have cats. I don't know what it was, but it's eating their heads. Yes, I know, guys. I know. I hear you, Bert. I hear you. Drug them over the fence. And ate their heads and guts and stuff. So guess what we are gonna have to do? Set up something. Might have to go get an electric fence. Baby, what do you think it was?
I don't know.
Are their heads gone?
Yeah, half the body.
So they cut. So whatever it was.
It was just 1 chicken.
2. I'm down 2. I just counted. There's only 12 in there. You think we could put up an electric fence around?
No, that ain't gonna do no good. Bait the trap.
Should we bait the trap outside the pen?
That's what I was thinking. I'm thinking it's a house cat. It's the only thing it's a house cat, a coon, or a possum.
Right.
Because, they're climbing the fence.
Yeah.
A dog's not gonna do that.
No.
It's farm life.
It is. I don't like it though. We put our stuff behind fences to protect them.
You're still gonna have problems.
I know. It's just frustrating. If it is a domesticated animal, that's what's most frustrating. Is that if it is that, then it's someone's pet cat or something, and it's just frustrating. Why are you coming in my yard? Take care of your animals and feed them in your property. That way they don't, you know, my dogs don't go to your yard and eat your stuff. I'm disgusted. We're gonna get this trap set though. So let us get that started, and then we're gonna feed the animals. And then we're gonna talk about the food that keeps giving. We're gonna continue with our day. We haven't shown you this yet, but Jace has gotten him some more chickens and some more ducks. So you can see Jace brought us in 2, 4, 6 more ducks. And what kind of chickens are those, honey?
They are speckled Sussex.
Speckled Sussex, some more chickens. The chickens will go down to Jace and Lauren's for their new chicken coop that they're gonna have down there. But we'll join these ducks with the other ducks when they get a little bigger. And but this is the newest little animals on the farm, and so they'll stay in that brood box for a little while longer until they get a little bit bigger and they're able to protect themselves. We're out here at the rabbit barn, and we've butchered I think the last time we did a video back here, wasn't it? The pens were full, weren't they, Stumpy?
Yeah.
And so how many do you think you butchered?
15.
15. So we butchered 15. We made some more rabbit stock with the 15.
Yeah, and some canned most of it that we didn't cook.
Right. Now we're down to, we still have the smoky-eared doe, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're just down to 7 rabbits here. And so I don't think we've bred any of those, and so they're not ready for breeding. So we're gonna get them fed and feed the chickens, and they're not coming out of the barn because they're scared. Maybe they'll come out here in just a minute.
Which is really a good thing, because tonight since we had a predator on the premises, tonight we'll lock them up in there.
Inside there?
Yeah, and we'll know that they're safe.
Yeah.
Come feel her.
Okay.
Because I'm fixing to get October Grace over here.
We'll milk her tonight?
We'll milk her this evening.
Okay.
We don't have anything going on.
Look at them running. Except for her, she's not running. Hey guys. Bert and his girls. We're trying to find, it's hard to locate something to put a in-ground pool in here for the ducks to swim in. We haven't our time, and it's been hard to get. We looked at a couple places, but we haven't had time to go to the other places to look. So, Bert, look out.
That's the reason we're getting eggs.
Yeah, because he's breeding. Bert ruffling his feathers over there. He's a happy man. Stuffy's going to get October Grace. I need to fill up her water thing. Here she comes. Our sweet girl. Come on, baby girl. Come on. Hey, Mama. There she goes. We'll milk her this evening. We'll leave her in here for several hours, and then this evening we'll come out and milk her and give her some more sweet. We can always treat her to some sweet feed too. I'll fill that up though, and we'll put it in the barn tonight, so they'll have water inside.
Can tonight. I usually don't drink after dark. But.
Well, I know. Trump, he's like, oh no, what's happening, my girl? My girl's on the opposite side. I don't like it. There's the missus. Look how big those babies are growing. They're growing big now. And all. This is the
And we talked about it before. The reason we pour the feed out on the ground is because any feeder we've ever put in there or tried to put in there, they turn it over.
Right, they destroy it. You can see that's some of the wall that was built over there, and they've tore it down.
Yep, we fix reconstruct and redo it. Put some electric wire up where the next time we have pigs, we don't have problems with them getting out and all. These three have gotten out several times since the hot wire got tore down, and so we're just
Ooh. She said, "Get away!" She doesn't want to share anymore. She's tired of the babes.
Yeah, we gonna get to a point here when I get these two pens redone, then I'll separate her out. And I'd really like to put them down in the far pen when I get it redone. And all, shouldn't be no problem. Get us a gate and all. We're gonna fix it where we have easy access to turn pigs in or out each pen.
Right.
You know, and but old piggies are looking good. I'd say probably now they're probably approaching a 75, 80 pound. It takes them a little while.
Can you remember what month they were born? I was trying to remember that the other day and I couldn't remember.
I don't. I'd have to look back at the videos.
Yeah.
That's a good thing about having a video. You can look back.
Well, it's marked on my calendar somewhere. I just got to find it. Hey, Mama. Hey, Mama. How you doing? How you doing? She's a good, I love having her. So as of right now, you know, we have the 3 pens. Squig's pen, the middle pen, and her pen. And we don't, when we first, and you can see right here, when we first built these pens, this was open, where we had plans on putting gates to open and to allow a, you know, walk through to get the pigs out into different pens. And when she started having babies, we just needed more room, and so we just made this one big pen. Now we're going to, what we plan on doing is we're going to expand out this way. This post marks right here. Our property goes to that post and then shoots off to the barn, and then of course we have the pasture all the way around the pond and back around to the houses. But this is the end of our property right here on this side of the farm. And so we're going to extend it out to give them some more room. We're going to put gates in between. I had suggested that we build another house or barn on this side of the pig pen to give them shade when the sun goes. The sun comes up, and you can see the sun's up there. It comes up this way, and it sets behind me over here. And so I was thinking about getting something on this side so that she could get in. Of course, she has adequate shade most of the day. Now look at her. She is just like, she doesn't want to share. She's over the babies, she is. Our waterers are still doing well, as you can see. We did a video on these where we have the nipples. We bought these big drums, and we put the nipples on them with washers on the back, and they have held up well with the pigs chewing on them, you know, and all. They can't tilt those over and make a mess. This is a couple days before the big hurricane that's supposed to hit, Hurricane Helene, and so this all will be saturated by Thursday, I'm sure. And all, she likes that cool water, doesn't she? Normally when you get the water going, she'll get on there and she'll start scratching her hiney on the dirt.
Feels good to her.
It does, doesn't it? And they're even starting to waller. They normally don't waller in it. They usually just run through it, but they're starting to learn to waller. Waller. Is that what I'm supposed to say, Stumpy?
I guess so. They just get that mud on them. It keeps the insects off of them and keeps them cool. If you got a place where they're rooting like over there, and you don't want them to root no deeper, just wet you another spot and they'll start rooting right there to get to that wet dirt to lay in to cool off.
He's the only one with a pink nose. The other ones have dark noses, don't they?
Yeah.
Can't see that one wallering over there, but
I wish it was a sow, because we may keep one of these sows.
yeah. I like that pink nose one though. He's cute, but sorry, male. Can't keep you.
He's done been cut.
Yeah.
Oh, so he just be good for eating.
And he's not the biggest one though.
No, he was the run of the litter actually.
Yeah, that's right. So we have 2 females and then the runt male. That was probably the most unsuccessful delivery, wouldn't you say?
I know it was, yeah.
That she's had. She's always given us.
She's raised at least 9 out of the other litters. In one litter she raised 13.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're expecting 3 to 5 inches of rain. Currently right now, the ground is so hard you can't dig. So hopefully after rain, it'll be easier to pull up my T-post. We're actually going to put down some wood posts and keep shine over there and show you. I've just not had any success with these pigs. The clamp-on insulators that go to the T-post.
Yeah, those right there.
Somehow or another, they figure out how to knock them loose, or they get hung in the wire and it shocks them a little bit, and they take off running and they jerk it off and all. So this time we're gonna put up some wooden posts, put our fence on the inside of it, where when they push against it, they're actually pushing against the post and not pushing it loose from the post.
Yeah, we have one post right there that has but the rest, the T-post, yeah, haven't been successful.
And those are just so much easier to run your wire on. I just like those insulators better. It's made in such a way that you lay your wire in here and then you put a spike through it, and there's no way the wire can come out. And we're on these T-post insulators.
Yeah, you can see they've dry rotted, they've torn off. Yeah, up here, I'll show you. Yeah, we had connectors on every post. You can see some are broken, and then some are missing connectors. So we're going to get our post up and make it more of a sustainable pig pen, functional pig pen, right?
Well, one that'll just hold up.
Right.
To the abuse.
Right.
I mean, please remember that when you build a hog pen, they gonna tear it up. I mean, I just, other than, ones that are made completely out of concrete, the floor and everything, but when they can root and all and get under your post, and but now I'm not gonna put my pigs on, I've shared with y'all before, the reason we raise them on dirt is because they eat a lot of dirt as they're rooting, and they're eating their other feed, and the minerals in the soil enhance the flavor of the meat. And so, which is what I'm after. I'm after the, a better flavor, and it's much more healthier for you, for the pig, to ingest some of that dirt. And all makes the fat and all much more healthier versus only grain in their diet. God made the pig to root for a reason. So anyway, we're out here feeding the animals. Just to go up there and pick the peppers and gather them. They've been kicking now for about, I'm gonna just say 3 months. And unless we pull them up, you know, I just keep throwing fertilizer to them all along. But unless we pull them up, you know, our first frost date is usually November the 20th, average frost date. So, I mean, we still got 2 months that the peppers can keep producing. As long as you pick them off, they'll keep blooming. My wife didn't realize, and not necessarily that she should, but usually when I'm out here and all, and the time is right, you know, I'll put the doe in with a buck. And I was telling her that all 3 of these does, this one, and this one, should be bred. And in fact, in the next couple of weeks, should be starting to have some more bunnies.
Which means more meat for the farm.
Yeah. And we got 2 young ones down here. On this end, 2 young does and a young buck. Actually, the way I picked these 2 does, out of the litter, they were the 2 biggest, but had the smallest heads. Usually, normally, a doe will have a more uniform, small-looking head, and the bucks are more bulky, bucky, if you will. And as far as I know, these are 2 does. I picked the right 2. You know, I was trying to, and I just done them by their head. So, you know, more familiar with something you get, the easier it is to tell. And those should be to a breeding age here shortly. You know, sometimes the heat, they don't breed as well. And another thing that I've recently learned is the daylight hours affect your rabbits.
I did not know that.
And the fact of whether they'll let the buck breed them, as the days grow shorter, they're a little less inactive as far as breeding. And so if you want your does to cycle regular and be on a regular basis, you can do them just like the chickens. You can bring a light out here at night, set it on a timer where to come about 3 o'clock in the morning, and give them a few more hours of light, and they should go right back to breeding like they're supposed to. Of course, I've never really had a problem with that. Like I said, I just got all 3 of these bred, and the only reason these 2 ain't bred is because they're a little younger. And so anyway, that's a little rabbit knowledge for you. We're gonna throw these some feed, and then we're gonna get up there and get the peppers picked.
Have you talked much about the amount of food you give them?
No.
Before?
No, I think it's a 1/4 cup. You know, bucks and does, and the reason for that is, and I can just eyeball it and tell about how much I need to put in there, because I've done it so much. The reason for that is, though, if they get too fat, that will hinder them from breeding. You just want to be aware of that. I think it's about a 1/4 cup per grown rabbit per day. You know, a lot of people have automatic waters and all that, but I like the individual waters just simply for the fact that I have to walk out here every day and put my eyes on them.
Right, and you're more familiar with their actions.
If you put hay in there and all, a lot of times they can get ear mites and all that, and I usually try to look and make sure their ears are clear and clean.
What is that back there? Is that just wet fur?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can tell, you know, that, you know, if they're, this one here had some ear mites last week. I think I about got it cleared up. Just put a little oil on a rag and dab it down their ear, and it suffocates the ear mites and cleans them up pretty good. And I believe her ear is looking better. Yeah, you can still see a little crust down in there, but I about got her cleaned up on those ear mites.
Has she hadn't had you any rabbits? Have you bred her any?
I haven't bred her.
I
just because she's a little smaller, and my wife liked her when she was a baby, and so we just kept her as a pet, more or less. And so I haven't bred her back. And I'd rather have these New Zealands. They just grow out twice as quick as something like of a smaller statue.
Right. We used to have silver fox.
We had silver fox. They done okay.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything bad to say about the silver fox other than their litter size was usually, if you had 6 live out of a litter, that was I thought was pretty good for ours. And
these are what we started with, weren't they?
yeah, the New Zealands, and some of them's got a little Californian in them, but most of them New Zealands, and they usually have 8 to 12. You know, my one good doe, which is I believe this one right here, you know, she raised 8 out of the last litter, and I saved 2 of those does. You know, I had 2 other does that didn't raise as many, and I went ahead and processed them and got them out of the herd, you know, because you're feeding them, you want maximum production out of them. So anyway, let's go get some peppers. I need to turn the water on them even though it's supposed to rain tomorrow.
Yeah. Look at the peppers. This is the gift I told you that keeps on giving. Keeps on giving. Boy, these red peppers. Have you had the chili powder that we made yet with it? I would love to figure out what we can put it in. You know, to it's spicy, and I guess because I left the seeds in it. You know.
Well, I've never just tasted chili powder right out of the jar. It might be spicy too.
Yeah. I wonder if we could do these with like our Tabasco sauce. You know. Do our recipe we got from Hidden Oaks.
I don't know.
And make these into a Tabasco sauce, but like a chili sauce. I would like to try. I might try that. I think I might try that this time instead of grinding it. Do the the Tabasco recipe with the chili peppers. Do you want me to keep these separate from what you're picking, or can I just drop them in there? Okay.
It's just much easier to keep them separated to
It
begin
is.
with.
It is. If you'll hand me that red feed bucket, I can use it. Put these in. Make it a.
We're gonna wash them anyway. Just use this rice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ain't gonna hurt nothing.
It won't hurt. We're gonna wash them.
And come back.
So
or go get something else to put jalapenos in.
He's picked all the habaneros. Did you show them the ones you picked?
No, but we can. You can.
Here's the off this one plant, and there's still a bunch. Look at the habanero peppers. They got I tell you what, out of all that we plant down here, honey, I think the peppers are the most giving, don't you say?
Yeah. They certainly are.
And it doesn't take many plants to keep, you know.
No, about half of the ones I planted died.
Yeah. And this chili pepper plant is just loaded with peppers. I think I am gonna try doing the Tabasco sauce recipe with these chili peppers and see how it might turn out to be better. We might have a new love on the farm. And he's down there. He's still getting. You getting some bell peppers, honey?
Oh yeah. Most of them look pretty good. Even some of them with some bad spots on them. I'll show you in a minute when I get back up to the camera. You know, half of it still just fine. So
yep.
I'm gonna cut them out and all when I get out there at the house. Worms got on them. I don't know what kind of worms, but they about eat the leaves off of them.
I know. Denise and I were noticing that when we picked them last.
I just kept watering them. They've come out of it now, and I guess the worms left. of where they went. Like I said, you know, not like buying, you know, supposedly #1 peppers in the store. You know, some of them have some bad places on them and all. Some of them are not quite as big as the ones you buy in the store. Me, haven't taken near as good a care of them. You know how life happens, and you neglect some of your stuff sometimes.
It always seems like really in the fall of the year we're kind of over the garden a little bit maybe, and it gets so hot towards the end that we
That's
just...
where a limb broke.
Yeah.
But you know, I was going to show you. So, like some of these with bad spots on them. I mean, it's just a matter of taking your knife and trimming that out. Look at the water in there. And but you still got that much bell pepper. And like I said, I'll take them in the house in a minute and wash them real good, clean them up. There's a whole dish pan full of bell peppers. Like I said, some of them I have to trim the bad spots off of, but still, I got a half a pepper there, you know, and little blossom in rock, but pretty good sized pepper. Whole rest of the pepper just as good and crunchy. Wonderful flavor. I'm trying to remember the variety. It won't come to me right now. Oh, it's Hossinator from Greg and Sheila over at Hoss Tools.
I bet that microphone's picking up your smacking.
Mm-hmm.
It's right at your jaw.
I wanted it to pick it up because I wanted them to hear how crunchy the pepper was.
Yeah. You can see Stumpy, it's still hot down here. He's soaking wet from sweat. It is still hot.
Yeah, it's supposed to be about 92 today. I'm hoping after this storm comes through, you know, they say, you know, then it's going to be in the 80s.
Right.
And for us down here, that's like
A breath of fresh air.
semi-winter.
Yeah.
You know, 80 degrees.
Right.
Anyway, you can see, even though I cut some of them off and all, still got some big pretty ones. And take those in the house. I guess she showed you the habaneros.
I was working on finishing.
We make and sell a lot of habanero pepper jelly. And in the wintertime, 6 of these will be about $3 to $5 for 6. You know, and one plant we probably done harvested
4 times that.
5 or 6 times probably.
Yeah.
You know, and you can see there's a bunch of them in there. I'm gonna go up here and get another dish pan to put our jalapenos in.
I'm gonna finish picking these peppers.
We're still picking.
Yep. Look at these. I mean, I got off that one bush.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll take them in and wash them, and I do think I am gonna try the
Let 'em
Tabasco.
dry.
I think I'm gonna try the Tabasco recipe.
Try to make some more chili powder out of them.
No, I've been talking about making some more
Oh, I got you.
Tabasco sauce with the chili peppers to see how it tastes. It might be a new favorite of ours. These are the jumbo kind. I think I'll just put them in my pocket as I go and then go empty them in the pan. These are also a blessing to us because we use them for candied jalapenos.
And in our salsa.
And in our salsa.
And they're $3 a pound in the grocery store too.
They are. During the wintertime they get expensive. Now I think it's been probably 3 weeks since Denise and I have picked these. The last video, one of the last videos y'all saw where we picked them. So, I mean, we're gonna have...
They're making a little slower, but they're still making.
They're still making, aren't they?
Still making.
My pocket's full. Ah. My put it in my other pocket. How about that? I'll fill my other pocket up. Of course, on these jumbos, it don't take long to fill your pocket up, does it, Stumpy?
Nope. Here's the pan. Come around to that side.
Have you picked that side?
I picked some of it. I hadn't picked all of it. They, to me, have done just as good, if not better, in the tubs.
In the tubs? Yeah. Here you go. I got some more.
I know, baby. Still getting some really nice ones. You know, just full of them right here.
I think we're going to have more jalapenos than we are anything else.
They mate really well.
To think that I would not eat a jalapeno growing up. I would not.
A couple of bells too. There's a big nice one.
Oh yeah. You know what I noticed about those bell peppers, and I don't know, maybe you can help me figure it out. The bell peppers that we cut up for Jace's birthday that Lauren had got at Sam's, on ours, flip ours over on the bottom. See how we have the 3 points?
Yeah, some of them have 4.
They had more. Now, is it the type of pepper it is?
It is. It's the variety.
It's the variety? Okay. I didn't know if that had something to do with how they grow them. You know, in mass production.
It's just variety.
Look at the peppers, man. I'm still seeing them too, buddy.
Yeah, you will.
There goes the harvest of the jalapenos. Good size. There's our bell peppers, our habaneros, and our chili peppers. I will wash those. That's in a scrap bucket that we use. So.
It's getting hot again.
Yep.
About soaking wet.
Yep.
But we got we got a dish pan full of bell peppers, a dish pan full of jalapenos, a little bucket of habaneros, and a little bucket of pan of chili peppers.
And we're going to take them inside and get them washed and cut up, and the bell peppers at least, and put in the freezer, and probably slice up the jalapenos and get them in the freezer for future recipes of
Depending on
salsa and candy jalapenos.
I got a doctor's appointment at 1:30, so we may do that when we get back.
Right. So I'm going to look in to see if I have everything to make that pepper sauce from Hidden Oaks. They're just one of. But tonight we're going to set
A live trap.
Try to catch whatever it is that's got a hold of our chickens, and be a little bit more.
We won't share that with you, but
No.
sometimes you have to do the hard things.
That's right.
But I'm not going to let them eat my chickens.
That's right. They're taken from our family. So
We
anyway,
a good 3 months worth of feed and time and effort in those chickens right now. 3 to 4 months. They're just about full grown now. Now something's in there trying to take them off. I just ain't gonna put up with it.
Yep. So we're gonna head inside to the AC. Get this stuff taken care of, as Stumpy always says.
A simple life is a much more enjoyable life.
Absolutely. We will see you on the next video. Y'all take care.